Hello and welcome to day 8. Now today's video is going to be short, sharp and sweet because I've actually taken a couple of days away from my business, and that's kind of going to be the lesson, the learning about today, in that quite often I found when I started my business back in 2010, I was really passionate about what I did then, and I'm still passionate about what I do now. So much so that I loved doing, creating workshops and trainings, programs. I love speaking. I love working with my clients. I love having phone calls. But there comes a point where, in order to sustain the business for a certain length of time, you need to put boundaries in place. So here's a couple of ways that you can put boundaries in place. And forgive me if it's a shaky camera. This is a video on the go. As I say, I'm away. You can see that I'm in a hotel room. And here's a couple of ways to define boundaries. So one really good way of doing this is have working office hours. People will always understand if you don't pick up the phone at 10 o'clock at night. Have office hours and let people know when you're available and when you're not available. So that's the first thing. Sounds obvious, but easy to get into when you are under the cosh. The next thing is, and I do this, and this is a tip that I give the visibility vibers, as I call them. One of the things I do is I set my phone on Do Not Disturb mode between 10 o'clock at night and 7 o'clock in the morning. This means that any phone calls or any messages or any social media alerts that come through to my phone are silenced. The difference between doing this and just putting your phone on silent means that if your phone is on Do Not Disturb, any phone calls that come through aren't flashing on the screen. So if it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and somebody's trying to call you, if your phone's on silent, the screen will flash, and ultimately, depending on how well you sleep, it might wake you up or other people in your household. Whereas when you put it on Do Not Disturb, it rings on their end and it doesn't ring at your end. Any social media notifications or pings will stop. Any noises to alert you that you've received a new email will stop, and this enables you to switch off properly. And then the third thing that I would say in terms of boundaries is taking time out, go on holiday. So depending on how you've set up your business model or your business, you might feel like you don't have time to go on holiday. And if that's the case, and that's you, or you're thinking about planning this, there's a couple of things. First of all, plan your holidays in advance. Think about when you want to go on holiday, put them in the diary and do not negotiate on them. The next part of that is, if you don't want to take a long time away from your business, perhaps have a series of short holidays, some long weekends away, time where you can truly switch off. And if you can't do that because the business can't run without you, then you might need to look at your business model, because you're inadvertently putting yourself under a lot of pressure. So there's just a few things that I've kind of picked up and learnt along the way. I'm 6 years in, and by no means am I perfect in any of these, but I thought there might be things that could be useful for you. So I'm off to kind of freshen up. You can see I look a bit dishevelled. I've been travelling for a few hours. So until tomorrow's video, bye for now.